A Northwest Indiana trainer killed by a whale at SeaWorld is being remembered for her passion today.
Funeral services were held in Chicago for Dawn Branchow. NewsBeat's Judith Ruiz-Branch has more on the story.
Hundreds came out to mourn the death of SeaWorld trainer who died doing what she loved. About 200 people gathered at St. Rita of Cascia Shrine Chapel to pay tribute to Dawn Branchow, a renowned whale trainer. Sources say the funeral included emotional songs specially picked by Dawn's family to honor her fun-loving personality. Friends and family say Dawn knew what she wanted to be ever since she was a young girl. Close sources say that while other teenagers were receiving cars and other extravagant gifts for their Sweet 16 birthdays, Dawn's father adopted a whale for her instead. Dawn spent 17 years of her life as a whale trainer at SeaWorld in Orlando. Chuck Tompkins, SeaWorld's head of animal training, said he never anticipated a problem.
Dawn was one of his most experienced trainers and had one of the best working relationships with this animal. She had done a great session with him. He seemed to enjoy what he was doing at the time. Nothing would indicate that there was a problem whatsoever, not with him or any other animal in our environment.
Tillicum had been involved in 2 other deaths since 1991. Now, colleagues, friends, and family are remembering Dawn for the great trainer she was that loved the whales like her own children.
Friends and gathered today to pay.
As the funeral concluded, at least a dozen candles were lit to represent the light Dawn was to all. Memorial services will be held in Orlando for Dawn at a later date.
Such a sad story. Thanks, Judith. McDonald's hopes to steal a few bites from Starbucks by adding oatmeal to their breakfast menu. The launch of the popular breakfast item kicked off in Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. It's topped with apples, raisins, and cranberries and sells for just under $2. If you're counting, the oatmeal has only 260 calories and 4 grams of fat. No word on when it will hit the Chicago market.
Let's raise our glasses to Michelle Obama. The First Lady has a new project called Let's Move that encourages families to lead healthy lifestyles. The campaign, supported by Got Milk, debuted the new ad encouraging readers to be proactive with their health by drinking more milk. The ad debuted this week and is aimed to help fight child obesity. Has spring finally sprung?
Sade Gray fills us in on warmer weather coming up for the rest of this week.
That's right, Stacy, but first let's take a look at this awesome video. Spring brings showers, but will we see anything like this? Check out the cool thunderstorm over Dubai's skyline. The United Arab country struggled through nearly a week of unusual high temperatures and a heavy dust storm, but heavy winds rolled in and brought in much required storm Saturday night. The storm brought a significant drop in temperatures, but it also canceled the much anticipated tennis championship games. So of course, before we get to spring, we can still have our week left on winter. If we take a look outside, we'll see the famous Field Museum with snow still on the ground and traffic seems to be moving consistently, and also the Lake Michigan seems to be calm. And if we take a look at our current conditions, we'll see that temperatures are at 34, feels like it's 27 and average high is 42. Winds are north with 10 miles per hour, so if you're planning on going outside, make sure you bring your hat or your gloves because it will be cold out. With humidity 73 degrees and a record high of 68 in 1992. If we take a look at current conditions, if we take a look at current temperatures, we'll see in Waukegan it's 32 degrees, Highland it's 34, Evanston 33, Chicago 34, and if we take a look at our western suburbs, DeKalb is 30 degrees, Aurora is 32, and Joliet is 33. If we take a look at our Doppler radar, we'll see nothing too much is happening right now. No precipitation, no snow headed our way because we're headed towards spring. Nothing seems to be going on. So if we take a look at tonight's forecast, we'll see that it's 28 degrees, winds north 5 to 10 miles per hour, humidity 73 degrees, and the sunset will be around 5:42. So if you're planning on going out, be well dressed. Tonight we will have a low of 28, partly cloudy. Wednesday will be also with a lot of snow, a high of 37, a low of 26. Thursday will be Very sunny with partly cloudy, along with Friday and Saturday. In the mid-30s. The weekend, we will be in the 40s with a low of 30s. So we will be in the 40s, very high. We haven't seen this in a while, so
Sounds
no
like
more boots.
It's flip-flop weather, right?
Right,
Finally,
flip-flop
that's all I
weather.
needed to hear.
Maybe not flip-flops, maybe flats.
I'll bust them out.
Okay.
Thanks, Sade.
You're welcome.
Next on NewsBeat, a bet is a bet. Find out what President Obama wagered on Sunday's Olympic ice hockey final.
We'll take a look at the game as USA comes up short against Canada.
In a battle to the finish, hockey team USA goes home disappointed.
And the Chicago Bears are making some major changes. Jessica Brock joins us now with sports.
In a sudden death overtime, Team USA lost to Canada in the Olympic hockey game. The game was the last event of the Olympics, and fans were going wild when the game went into overtime. Canada was in the lead when the U.S. tied the game 2-2 with less than a minute left. 3 minutes into overtime, Canada cleared a shot past the goalie and was awarded the gold. The U.S. lost with a final score of 3-2. Although the U.S. didn't bring home the gold in hockey, bragging rights were still earned. They won the most medals during the Winter Olympics, a total of 37 to be exact. The most medals brought home were silver, with a total of 15. Bronze came in second with 13, and gold medals brought up the rear with only 9. Germany won 30 medals, putting them behind the U.S., and Canada won 26 medals total, making them third. Changes, and Bears? Oh my. With thoughts of winning on the brain, plans for improving the Bears' future roster are already in progress. The team has started the process by giving offensive tackle Orlando Pace the boot. Other veteran players could also be traded, released, or asked to make a pay cut. It's rumored the Bears' top priority is defensive end Julius Peppers. The Bears feel that he could help improve their defenses. A thumb injury may keep Shaquille O'Neal on the sidelines for the rest of the season. The Cavaliers center went into surgery yesterday. Doctors say he could be out for 8 weeks. O'Neal has done well during his short time with the Cavaliers, averaging 12 points and 7.7 rebounds in 53 games. And a bet is a bet. President Obama made a friendly wager with Canadian Prime Minister before the U.S.-Canada hockey game. The wager was riding on a case of Yuengling beer. After the U.S. lost to Canada, President Obama needs to pay up. So far, we have no word on where the cross-border exchange would occur. It's nice to see that our president took a little time to have fun during the Winter Olympics.
I just want to know what kind of beer that is. I've never heard of that one, but
Sure,
thanks,
delicious.
Jessica.
Thank you, ladies.
That's it for NewsBeat. I'm Kelly Bartoli.
And I'm Stacey Aletto for Sade Gray and Jessica Brock. We'll see you next week.